world. It is a cozy day here in Hawaii. It's not that cold, but it's a little bit brisk, so I tossed on a sweatshirt, and we are going to be making homemade granola. It is so simple to make. You don't have to obviously go to the store to buy it. You can just make it with ingredients you already have. And one of the ingredients is using almond pulp from almond milk. If you haven't already, go watch my almond milk video. That way you know how to get almond pulp. But what I love about this recipe is it eliminates the need for you to then go and dry it in the oven. So once you get almond pulp, drying it in the oven is kind of an extra step. So this will require you to use almond pulp, and you do not have to dry it beforehand. I happen to have it dried beforehand just because I actually made almond milk yesterday, but you can do this completely with moist almond pulp because you're going to be putting it in the oven anyways to bake everything together. So I'm going to show you step by step how to make this recipe. It's super simple, and then I'm going to take you when it's baking in the oven and show you some of our chicks, and I'm going to show you the new little coop that we have in the process of being like painted and revamped for our chicks. All right, so let's get this all put together. It's super easy, and then we can go hang out with the chicks. All right, so I'm going to start off with 4 cups of oats. If you use gluten-free oats, then the granola will be gluten-free. And then I'm going to go into 2 cups of almond pulp. This can be hydrated pulp or dried pulp. I'm going to eyeball in some cinnamon, and then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of chia seeds and a 1/4 cup of flax, or you could use hemp. And then I'm going to do I probably did about 1/2 cup of raisins. And then I'm going to finish that off with 1/2 cup of coconut oil. You could use avocado oil if you wanted. I'm going to drizzle in a little bit of homemade vanilla extract, and then top it off with 1/2 cup of nut butter. I used peanut butter. So what I love about this recipe is I put everything in one big bowl, mound it up. I also love how customizable it is. So if you want to add, oh, I didn't add maple syrup. Oops, oopsie. I just realized when I talked about putting everything in together, I forgot a sweetener. I'm gonna add honey. What I like about cooking right here with you on YouTube is that I'm eyeballing this. I love watching HGTV home shows, but that's not realistic. I forget ingredients, I mess up, I've had things that come out completely incorrect, so I just want to share that with you. So add honey or maple syrup, but what I do love about this is you can add everything in one big container. You don't have to like mix dry ingredients or anything. It's just all mixed one container. And then I like to double batch it or triple batch it and just make a ton of granola because you can store it in an airtight container in your pantry for a really long time. So I love this, and I will show you how I use the granola later as I top like a homemade Hawaii acai bowl. So I'm gonna pop this right on my KitchenAid mixer. You can mix this by hand, it's super easy to mix, but I'm just gonna use my KitchenAid mixer quick. And since there's coconut oil in there, I'm not gonna even need to grease a pan. I'm just gonna roll it right out there and put it on a pan for about 15-20 minutes in 350 degrees. Alright, now that that is in the oven, I'm going to show you our new chicken coop renovation and the process we are painting. Really hard to see, but we had open shelves here. So Seth boarded those up and he built this door. Installed this little latch. And this is our new chicken coop. Here are the little babies. I just cleaned their crate yesterday, but I like to give them every day free range time. Alright babies, you guys are getting used to me. Oop, just kidding. You're getting used to me, right? So I love to give them free range time. They're just tiny. They're having fun. They are just tiny little baby chicks, and I love to let them roam around, try to find bugs, eat grass, and just kind of hang out. So we're going to give them some free range time, and hopefully Seth tomorrow will paint the rest of the chicken coop. I can show you it finished, and we can just eat some granola and watch the chicks play. given them free range time. I think it is so cute and they're so adorable, and I feel like they're getting bigger every single day. I came out here yesterday, gave them some free range time, and read my Kindle as I was like watching them roam around behind me, and I feel like today they're bigger. Aspen watches them though like a prey. I don't think she's gonna be so great with them until they get bigger. So basically, I'm surprised. We have these little feeders and they go through so much food every single day, and their water gets slimy, and they go through almost an entire one of these waters every single day. So I am always out here giving them free range time and filling up their food as well as their water. And then I add a little bit more straw every single day, and then every 3 days I clean out their cage. Alright, so now I'm going to turn off the oven. It's been about 20 minutes. The chicks are still outside. I'm going to pull out the granola and let it cool. Beautifully golden brown, and I'm just going to let it cool, and then we can enjoy it. I am sweating. If you haven't watched our last video, go check out how to make homemade kefir soda. So refreshing. I'm gonna go sit down and play with the chicks. And then with the previous chicken brooder that my husband built, we actually turned that into a second garden bed. So I'm really excited to have a second garden bed. Planted some tomatoes, chamomile, spinach, and I believe arugula. So planted all those in there. So I'm really glad to have a second one. So then I have the new one, and then this one, and then the chicken coop, and then the door. So hopefully Seth can paint that tomorrow and we can finish that up. Thank you so much for watching our video, homemade granola, and checking on the little chicks. We will see you next week in our next video on See Our World. See ya.